I've got two words for you, and those are Gorger Kingdoms. These guys are your one-stop shop to success with the Ogre Kingdoms in Warhammer 3. Now these guys, they are just ridiculous to the extreme. Take a look at some of their stats here. They are armor-piercing, anti-infantry, they have vanguard stock, they are unbreakable, and that's not even getting into their stat line. They have 44 melee attack, they have 100 weapon strength. These guys are just ridiculous, and all of that together, they even have Frenzy to boot as well. They are just ridiculous, and to add to that, Skrog the Slaughterer does have the Cauldron of the Great Maw, which buffs these Gorgers even farther than they already are. So that gives them a little bit of regen, some base weapon damage, and armor-piercing weapon damage buffs, depending on how well Skrog ends up doing in the fight. So just pair the Gorgers with Skrog, and you've already got pretty much all you need to succeed in any Ogre Kingdom battle that you're going to be having in Warhammer 3. So we're going to be getting into just a few examples of the ferocity of these Gorgers and just how well that they do. Here they are going to be charging into some Chaos Warriors with halberds, and these guys, they're armored, they're infantry, so of course the Gorgers are going to be having that benefit against them, but these guys are anti-large specialists. They should be able to handle these Gorgers, but nope, not at all. They are going to be getting the business handed to them, and they are just going to get wrecked. 719 to only 422 in total damage value. Charging in now to these Celestial Dragon Guards of Grand Cathay. These guys are Cathay's bread and butter when it comes to anti-large, and we're going to be seeing something that I even did not expect. I thought they would be able to put up a pretty decent fight, but nope. These guys, same shtick as before. They're going to be getting beat down by these Gorgers just like those Chaos Warriors. And these guys cost 1,100. They're costing just as much as these Gorgers, anti-large, and it doesn't matter. They're just going to get beat anyways. Just kind of seeing only one kill between the two of them. The guy's racking up 1,000. Only 286 is the best that those Celestial Dragon Guard are able to do. Not going to be cutting it here. Now, we're going to be even taking a look at the Long Riders, and these guys, you would expect, these guys are 1,500. They are large units. They are armored. So yes, the Gorgers will be able to bypass that armor. But still, these guys are 1,500. They are shot cavalry, but it is not enough. The Gorgers are still going to be able to beat these guys. So they are able to get some decent damage, but that does not explain. These guys are 1,500 versus 1,100 anti-infantry units, and they still cannot beat them in sustained melee. Now we're going to be looking at Kislev's Griffin Legion. These guys are 1,200 cost shock cavalry, and they're going to be charging right on into these Gorgers. They're going to be doing a decent amount of damage off the charge, but even these guys, they are still going to be suffering very greatly against the Gorgers. The Gorgers are still, even though these guys aren't small targets, they're still going to be able to handle them very well, and their minimal armor on these Gorgers seems to just not really play any effect whatsoever. They're still going to be able to handle the Griffin Legion. It is not the highest tier cavalry that Kislev has. Those Bear Cavalry will be able to handle these guys pretty convincingly, but just the regular base cav, it is just not going to be cutting it, and they are still going to be beating these very, very expensive cavalry units, and it is not necessarily even all too close in this engagement on this side, and these guys are definitely getting their charge wounds off onto the Gorgers, so it is not anything to do with that. It's just a ridiculous discrepancy there, just kind of seeing the values that we're going to be getting between the two of them. So going over onto the Gorgers, 1264, 1133 versus onto the Griffin Legion, only 780 and 586. That is just not going to be cutting it against these guys. They are just so powerful, and that is going to show these guys are just that good. We are going to be seeing them. They definitely need to be a little tweaked here. I mean, this is kind of to the extreme. Something needs to go, and if you add all that in domination mode for multiplayer, these guys cap just like their infantry. So unbreakable, capping like infantry. These guys are just a recipe for success as they are now, and they are a nightmare to be facing on the battlefield. But that's all that's going to have for you today. Hope you all enjoy the video, and as always, have a good one.
The power and